You can rape the world and be creative now. You can kiss the right side of your brain. They can tell the tarot for the rest of us. And I can crown me Tarzan, King of Mars. All the blazing suns soak up all the gods and punks. It's enough to change your life. And you know I love to come. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it on TV. Keep it all for me, babe, all forever. You can rape the world and be creative now. Well, you can kiss the right side of your brain. They can tell the tarot for the rest of us. And I can crown me Tarzan, King of Mars. They can tell the tarot for the rest of us. And I can crown me Tarzan, King of Mars.
The following is rated TV MALSV. It contains strong language, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Who's gonna teach you how to dance? Who's gonna show you how to fly? Who's gonna call you on the lame, dope, smoking, slacking little sucker you are? Who's gonna get you from behind? Who's gonna ring your little bell? Who's gonna con you into buying a television? Fake a revolution they sell. When are you gonna blow the game? When are you gonna blow the
Welcome, everyone, to episode 13 of Power Trip. I am your host, Devious Dave Rose. Thank you for joining us, and as always, let's start off the show by showing our gratitude and appreciation for all those who have decided to spend their time with us here today. So, we've got Jim Kays, Bry Guy, Chad, the man with two first names, Irish Dave, Eclipse X3, Z the Reaper, Danimal, Ronald Booth, Steve Callan, The Junebug Experience, Jay Diz, Biolant Beats, shout out to him. I think I said Ronald Booth, yep. Who else is in here? Who else just came in? Oh, there's Chad. And yes, let's get this show going. As you know, Scunty McDicksucker had a very busy day yesterday and released a lot of different videos. Now, these things will need to be reviewed because Naughty Scott, he's really tripping up and actually committing a lot of errors, which, when you are stupid and consistent in continually tripping up over your lies and your stupidity. So, let's get started and examine each of these in the order that they were published. So this one is called I Will Find All of You Relentlessly. Now, I don't know whether or not Scott took down the videos yet. Probably not. Just going to go to the channel. No, they're still there. But you know what? I'm going to play them from my personal collection. And, yeah, we're going to listen to them right now and break them down as we always do. Shout out to Kid420 in the chat, who retracted his message for some reason. Carl Matz, 27 Freddie Mitch, and my best friend, Travis TLC. So yeah, we just started the show, Travis. So just going through the romper room hellos, looking in my mirror, saying hi to everyone. So we haven't even started reviewing the clips yet. Also, shout out to the 29 fake viewers right now in the chat. So, as I was saying, let us begin to analyze all these clips. This first one here is I will find all of you relentlessly. Now, we know that he's stupid, so grammar is not his strong point, or any point for that matter. But let's take a listen.
Do you guys want to really know how crazy it fucking is? How crazy some of these people are from these other countries that have been doxing, hacking, and doing all this shit to all of our families and all of us? You want to know how crazy it is? They literally have access to my computer. They are DDoSing me. They are sending packets to my computer. I can't even log in to my computer. Don't even know my password anymore. Oh, I'm sure that's just because I forget my password, man. Ugh.
By the way, I cannot wait till we get to the point in the Grand Tribunal where we start to discuss technology, telecom technology specifically, where I will then start to, with my wisdom in the industry, explain exactly what these terms are and how they relate to telephony. What that means is Scott will be further embarrassed and humiliated when he gets proven to be an absolute joke, a stupid idiot, and a liar. Because during the tribunal, as I mentioned, I will reveal all the technical terms and all the background information so that you, a layman, might be able to understand exactly what it's all about. And then when you do understand, you'll start to realize that everything that Scott said was an absolute lie. And because, he's stupid, and he just takes these words, shiny words, he doesn't know what they mean, but hey, he's going to use them. We're going to show how stupid and ignorant Scott is and just destroy his lies on his supposed knowledge of technology. Quickly back to the chat here. Ryan Murray says, everyone doxing. Yeah. Apparently Ken's in the chat. Oh, there's Ken. I see you now. He's got a wrench. What else here? This guy has an intern addiction. And there's rehab for that. Maybe internet addiction is what Eclipse meant. Yeah, that's what he meant. Shout out to Bam, who's in the chat. Cordelure says, gets drunk, forgets his password. They hacked me, bro. And this was also being discussed earlier today. Jake Bars mentioned that it's possible that he just decided to put in the wrong password and just, as always, because he likes to lie, say, oh, look at me, I got hacked. I can't even get in my own computer. And obviously it's to garner sympathy, because this is what it is. Basically, you know, now that Nikki and I have finalized the date, I came out with my video, and then Nikki came out with his. Now, as expected, Scott is sweating bullets even more, and, you know, he has sort of like that timeline, knowing that it's just every day is going to get closer and closer. So now he's super panicked. And you can hear this with his bullshit fucking lines here, which are pathetically hilarious. So we're going to review them and laugh at them. But you're going to see that this guy is truly panicked because he knows that he's done wrong, and he knows that what he's done is illegal. And he knows that we're not going to relent until this is all wrapped up in a nice, neat bow. So let's continue this clip.
No, this is real, big-time shit. They're hacking into my computer. Dave Rhodes is the one out there that puts himself out there that says he's an internet tech, and he can dox everybody, and he has Doxbox 1 and 2, so in a curt of blur, I'm sure that's going to work out when I can't even log into my goddamn computer.
Making a false statement under oath is illegal and called perjury, you fucking dumb fuck. So you're going to say that you have proof. Well, here's the thing that you need to know. What you're doing is slander, okay? And essentially, that doesn't look good in a court of law, dummy. You said you have evidence. Let's see it. Let's see to prove that Dave Rose was apparently the guy that was hacking you. Because if you're going to say that without citing proof, that is slander, and it is grounds for an actual civil lawsuit, okay? Now, I can easily get a hold of a lawyer and say, I want a cease and desist sent to him. Okay? And that's very simple. So don't think for a second that, no. Okay, you just can't slander people, just like you can't make death threats, dummy. You can't make death threats and expect not to be held accountable for your words.
Is it Dave? I don't know. There's a lot of trolls that support Dave, including Shid, who's from another country.
That has nothing to do with it. Doesn't matter. There's a lot of trolls that supported you, you fucking idiot. And what does Shid have anything to do with this? If you have evidence, bring it forward.
I always fight with Dave, and it's on Dave's side. You don't think that I know what's going on?
We know you don't know what's going on. You're the guy who, for months, was saying, is this lockjaw? Is that lockjaw? Are you lockjaw? Is this lockjaw? Shut the fuck up.
I leave my shit wide open. I don't have VPN. I do this so that all of you, who you are, will be traced, will be tracked.
How? By just a simple statement that that's going to happen? Are you going to actually do the footwork to actually try to trace these connections to your computer, supposedly? Are you going to start up a criminal case against somebody, I guess? And therefore, the police are going to be the ones who are actually going to do the forensics to track this? I mean, are these words too big for you there, dummy? Because this is the normal terminology that's used.
You'll never be safe on the internet, my friend. I'm wide open on the internet.
That road goes both ways there, dummy.
You can take me to a court of law.
No, I don't have to. You're stupid. No, I don't have to take you to a court of law unless you're going to be slandering me, and then that might have to be done. But in regards to your death threats, stupid. The Crown takes care of that, you fucking idiot.
Do whatever, but I'm finding each and every fucking one of you slime bags. You can rest assured of that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to find us. Okay, dummy, you're not going to find us. So I don't know what it is that you think you can say, but that's not the way it works, dummy. You for years have been saying, oh, I'm going to do this, so I'm going to do that. No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay, let's go to this one here. Yes, bear with me. Yeah, this one's called Dear Tiff and Ford and Others, TikTok. Yeah, TikTok, Scott. Next Saturday. Oh, hold on. Let's try this again.
You see, one of the first ones to go will be Tiffany Rodriguez. She will be one of the first, he, she, whatever it is. one of the first. Many more to follow after he, she. Many more will follow. Many other trolls will be caught for the doxing, for the framing of other people, and much more.
Just a reminder, people, he's been saying this forever. He's been saying literally the same thing forever. Have we seen anything? No. You're full of hot air, and you're soft as fuck, scunt.
Much more. All the very people that are going to be a part of Mr.
Also, that's a nice hat you're wearing.
Devious Dave Rose.
Or beanie, as you guys fucking call it. Well, as the Americans call it. It's a toque. You damn Americans. That's called a toque.
Rose's tribunal. Wait until we all find out Dave's real legal information.
Okay, let's go back here because this is where we have some legal issues that Scott doesn't realize he got himself into. Let me just quickly check the chat here. Shout out to Mikey the Dog. Love your channel. Bam. Shout out to him. Saw another guy there. We got the Reddit account of Scott McKinnon there. Suggest you check that out. And I think I missed somebody, but yeah. Shout out to you nonetheless. Let's see. Just reading through the chat here. Bam says, was he running while doing this? He sounds like he can't breathe. He's walking on the street with his mask on, and he's filming himself while he does it. Yeah, let's continue here.
Follow. Many other trolls will be caught for the doxing, for the framing of other people, and much, much more. All the very people that are going to be a part of Mr. Devious Dave Rose's tribunal.
Let me advise you of something, asshole. Retaliating against anybody that is making a statement about crimes that have been committed is essentially considered intimidation, criminal intimidation, and harassment. So, Scott, what you just did there is massively illegal. Massively illegal. You're telling someone that you're going to retaliate against them, probably in illegal ways, if someone actually states something that is fact. Now, you actually, many times before, and it's already on record, and it's going to be played, is that you have threatened people by saying, if you dare go to the police against me or to report me, or you dare mention this, like he did with fucking Bex, you're going to regret it. So essentially making an actual threat. An actual threat. Shout out to Tiff in the chat. We also got Chili Cheese J. Let's see here. We got Heistman Dafoe in the chat. He comes with a certification of authenticity, and it says that he's pure black. Unlike what Scott's been saying, that Heist is a fake black. No, I've seen the certificate. He's real. Right from the factory. You know, pure black. Back to the clip here. Mr. Scunty here doesn't seem to understand that he is, yet again, committing another crime.
Wait until we all find out Dave's real legal information.
Why is that? Can you follow through with what you're saying? Because this now is clearly showing malcontent. It's showing actual malicious intent. Why? Why are you so desperate to know my information? I haven't threatened anyone's life. Are you going to say, oh, I want to sue this person in a court of law? Well, that'd be a civil case. It wouldn't be a criminal one. Again, what is the purpose of acquiring my full name and even address? Are you going to retaliate, Scunty? Are you trying to get that information so that you can hold it over somebody? Because that is criminal. Oh, I thought you knew the law there, Scunt. No, you don't know the law. Thankfully, I do. And that was illegal. And this is why I wanted you to continue to make videos, why I don't want you striked, whatever you want to say. Because these beautiful gems come out. Proof that you're a criminal, proof that you are in no control of yourself, that you're a danger to yourself and others, and, yeah, that you are actually committing these criminal acts. So let's continue on here. It's like, I want to get Dave's name and address. What's going to happen? I wonder, what is going to happen? Scott, do you have something planned? Is this something maybe, obviously we're going to be submitting it, that will then show further intent?
His real name, where he lives. How about we put...
Why where I live? Apparently you no longer, that's the address that was out for you is the old address. So now nobody knows where you live, apparently. So what does it matter about the address? Why is it that you specifically want my address? You know my situation. You know that I'm taking care of my dad. So is this what you're telling me? Is you're basically saying that you're going to now threaten and endanger my life and the life of my father? Is that what you're telling me?
Put Dave's father's name out there, huh?
What does my father have anything to do with this? I've never even bothered to look up your family. I've never even bothered to look up fucking your friends or whatever, your fucking Gleice Bay or whatever. Never even bothered that. And you're the one who fucked with your hometown people, and your hometown people know your fucking relatives. Well, that's them doing it. What do I have to do with that? And specifically, what does my father have anything to do with that? Do you really understand? Do you really understand, stupid, that what you've just done with this clip is that you've essentially established intent? Do you understand how fucked you are?
Just like my mother's name is put out there.
Again, this is the type of person that would, I don't know, see that his car got hit and run, and then he just finds some random person and hits them. This is an unstable person who's a danger to himself and others. He experiences something totally unrelated to me, but because he is so psychopathic, he feels that he has to retaliate on anything that's close to him.
My parents, my nieces, my nephews, my dead grandmother. Huh?
Yeah, I'm sure doxing a dead person really is going to endanger their life, huh?
Yeah, I love that. But you wouldn't like it if it was done to you, would you?
Well, it's been done to several people, stupid. And in fact, you've done it to other people.
But I ain't responsible for any of that. But I know the person that is. I know some of the people that are.
Well, then, essentially, if you're holding on to information in regards to a crime and you do not submit that information and report it, you are also guilty of a crime. Congratulations, scunt.
That's for damn sure.
So now we have 2 to 3 different crimes already in this video. Admitted crimes.
Things are coming.
Oh, 4? What things? Good sir, what things are coming? Retaliation? Illegal acts? More criminal harassment?
And if you think the tribunal and end to me is going to be your ultimate victory?
No, I already told you. The tribunal is being set up in such a way that the information can be easily submitted to law enforcement, but also to educate the audience that's viewing, especially those that are still scared of skunt, to understand exactly what crimes he's committed and understand their options available to them to pursue legal acts. And it's also going to be done in such a way that instead of being like a typical court proceeding, and for somebody like me who actually knows court proceedings, have actually sat through them as an observer, it's to be a little more entertaining because those things can be quite stale. Okay? And with a fine orator like myself, as well as Nikki Nines, the audience can be guaranteed that it's going to be quick-paced. It's not going to feel like it drags on, despite that a lot of information is going to be reviewed.
You're sadly mistaken.
But as I was saying, I'm not sadly mistaken. I'll tell you why. That was the purpose of the tribunal. I'm personally taking it as an initiative of mine, because that's part 1. I told you. Part 1 is the tribunal. Part 2 is all your calls, your criminal calls to the police, endangering the public and wasting public resources. That's my own personal hobby now. That's something that I'm going to pursue myself. Okay? I don't care if someone wants to be in on that or not. It doesn't matter, because the bottom line is there's more than enough information that I will be submitting to law enforcement, to mental health experts, and to politicians on both sides of the border. This information will be presented to them. I may even burn it onto DVD and send it to them. Then they're going to be presented with this information, and they in turn will have to act. It's in their job description. Okay, it's part of their responsibilities, and it's in the law. Okay, that is what's really going to end this. Okay, that is going to ensure that immediate action on both sides of the border is taking place. And there's still the possibility of me actually taking action against you for what you just said in this video about my father. Okay? There's obviously the potential for a civil act. I personally don't want to waste money on a fucking civil lawyer, but, shit, there's a lot of people that don't like you, scunt. A lot of them actually said that they would pay me to do the footwork for them to find out information about you or to, and I said no to that. But they did say, "Oh, what legal, actions do I have available to me?" And that I provided for free. And you don't have to be a lawyer to provide the explanation on how the law works. Okay, so that's not an issue here. And there are people that don't like you and have money. And hey, who knows? Maybe someone like Himmelfarb will donate money to me so that we can actually fund my civil case against you for slander. Because, death threats, that's criminal. That's a separate court. Clearly, you're too stupid to understand this shit. But in a civil court, well, yeah, there are definitely people that they're more willing to fund the operation. So just keep that in mind. Back to the chat here quickly. Let's see here. Travis makes a great point. He sounds so scary. Foulmouse Ken says, Scott personally put both Ken's parents' names on Twitter and also put my parents' addresses and phone number on YouTube. Let's see here. Yeah, Eclipse makes a good point. Tribunal will be more serious than Trump's stupid impeachment. Way more serious, and definitely no one's going to be acting like a baby like all those fucking senators and fucking representatives and shit. Kurt Allure says, did Dave up his level today? It feels like Scott is getting owned more than ever before so far. Pure gold. Well, thank you. I've been unleashing my true power level slowly, easing that steam valve because I'm just tired. And Chad says, just find a lawyer willing to work on contingency. But if people in the community want to fund this, it makes it real quick and easy. Tiff actually adds, Scott blew up my messages last night on Skype that I'm being watched by law enforcement and that I'll be handcuffed soon. That is called criminal harassment, Scunty. That's called threats. There's a lot of things. We'll break this down, but thank you for raising that to our attention, Tiff. We're also going to discuss the little back and forth there was for the posting of the eggplant comments. Speaking of another cyan, we got the sleazy one in the chat. That's right, man with two first names. This is even close to my final form. And you're going to see a lot closer to my final form during the tribunal, but I always have to keep a little bit in the pocket. But you're going to see a side of Dave during the tribunal that no one has seen. A level of professionalism and mercilessness that, not even Joe Cronin has ever seen that. So let us go back to this clip here, which is almost done.
All of you are sadly mistaken.
You've been saying that for fucking ever, you fucking piece of shit. You have nothing to back up your claims other than fake tears and lies. But we'll get to those in a moment.
This is why Ken won't go live tonight. Fear.
Oh, yes, this was a funny message. Because, Ken, yesterday, who I'd asked on Tuesday, I believe, are you going to go live on Wednesday with your insomnia or with your live wire? He's like, no, man, I've got St. Patty's Day dinner with the family. Obviously it's a big deal. Dinner and family for Ken are two big things. And yeah, basically that was something that was going to be happening. It's like asking fucking Joe Cronin. Are you going to be doing a show, for wrestling? Of course he's going to be doing it. It's what he does. And with Ken, dinner with the family on a special occasion, of course he's going to do that. So this now is just pure delusion. Pure fucking delusion from Scott. Actually convincing himself, because that's what he needs to do. He's not saying this really to us. Well, he is, but this is also it's like a security blanket. When he streams, it's a security blanket. So this is also to reaffirm himself. It is a Mark Scunty situation, like when I was in elementary. I'm so tough, I can say these things. Just like, yeah, but we know that you're lying.
Fear. I don't fear. I'm not scared. You guys censor me. You strike every one of my channels and accuse me of striking you. You're all pussies.
You're the fucking pussy. You lied about being in the hospital. You lied about quitting drinking and moving to Ontario. You've lied about many different things. And then when you're confronted about it, you're the one who backs down. In fact, we have that beautiful clip where you voice is trembling, hands are shaking, mom spaghetti, and you bend the knee and kiss the ring. And you definitely don't like me reminding you of that, but you definitely did. And we had a lot of witnesses there as well.
Every one of you. Every last one of you know who you are. J.R. Ford III, Tiffany, YR, SC Steve. You all know who you are. Jacob Prada had nothing to do with the Junebug accounts, and I told Junebug that for...
This is coming from the guy who literally named almost everyone in the community as being Lockjaw. Right? Scunty.
Eons. But Junebug...
Eons. You have not been alive for eons.
Wouldn't listen. And they was working with the very people who fucking done it to him and done it to everybody else. And yes, priors always come into effect. You guys want to use my priors when it comes to Ken. Want to use each other's priors. Huh? Fair is fair, right, boys? We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will see what happens. We already know that you're fucking committing all these crimes. So we'll see that happens, huh? Yeah, we'll see you in fucking jail, stupid. You sweating bullets there, faggot? You should be. Let's continue on with the next clip. Dear community, prosper to the people is how it's labeled.
So I guess really all I gotta say is now I'm unable to go live from 2 platforms. Just can't go live anywhere. I'm not allowed to speak. I'm just plain and simply not allowed to speak over people that strike me like Tiffany Rodriguez, who backs up Dave Rose now.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Casey. Casey is raw, video game expert.
And Dave Rose is the one. I gotta record it and document it. So do several other people. Never trust Tiffany Rodriguez.
You've got it recorded. Good for you, asshole. Good for you. Guess what doesn't change that? The fact that you admitted that you took screenshots of a intimate moment and then attempted to share them. Okay? Which I'm willing to testify and sign an affidavit on. Okay?
You're all best friends now, though. Okay.
You'd be the worst fucking lawyer ever. Well, I've got a recording who says he doesn't trust her, but yeah, he noticed a crime and he actually, informed the parties involved of the crime. This guy's fucking so stupid. So fucking stupid. I've already outlined this, and this is just normal human interaction. I don't know this person. Well, therefore I can't trust them. Well, I know this person a little better. Maybe I can trust them a little more now. That's how it works. Plus, I had hardly zero any interaction with Tiffany up to that point, up to the point where, then he started to fuck around and shit. But the fact is, though, I'm not the thirsty, pathetic little fuck like you, scunt, that has to constantly be on the internet looking for the smallest amount of attention, for a little romantic action. I don't know, but I'm not like that. In fact, I get pursued, to be honest. But that's not neither here or there. We're talking about you, scunt. And the fact is, you clearly lack logic, plain and simple. But you, your attempts to try to misconstrue the situation further proves that you have nothing, for one, and that you're just firing out wherever. You hope something will stick.
But here I am, censored, can't go live because of she, the one that told us.
Here's the problem with Scunty. It appears to be, and look, I don't even know if fucking Tiff is intersex or not, but it looks like she just played him from the very beginning. This really isn't about fucking trannies or anything like that. But it is about how Scott essentially just got so triggered at the fact that, because again, thirsty scunt, okay, real desperate, real dirty, real disgusting, definitely not a real man like Dave, fake and soft, Scott is fake and soft. He obviously was involved in something with Tiffany, and I can guarantee he was jacking it to her, guaranteed, because the way that she reacted after she told him, well, I'm actually intersex or androgynous, whatever the fucking former term for tranny is, and he freaked the fuck out. And I suspect that, she would always been sort of trolling in the past, so I suspect that this was just part of the plan, and she can confirm in the chat on this, but basically it was just another way to sort of so Tiff confirms she's not intersex. He got triggered, and I just roll with it. So that's the thing, though. When I remember this, I was there when she was on the call with him, and saying that, he freaked the fuck out. And the only reason why he freaked the fuck out is because he had to have jacked it to her. That's the only reason. Because it's fuck, man, you got Heistman Defoe. The guy watches RuPaul's fucking Drag Race and stuff. It's some sort of weird obsession with him, but I don't think he'd be sticking it into the fucking, he'd be like, yeah, you're, you got a dong and balls, but you're dressing like a girl, and it's hard to tell, but I certainly wouldn't fuck you, but hey, good job on that makeup and shit, so it's like, yeah, I wouldn't fuck you, but hey, do your thing, live your life, don't abuse kids, and we're good. But, yeah, it definitely was that he jacked it to her. Sorry to be so blunt there, Tiff, but something tells me you deal with men who use even more perverse words, so you probably won't take offense. But yeah, I remember that moment, and I thought it was hilarious because it really was that he must have thought that that she was tranny, and because he had basically, fantasized about her and had to have fucking jacked it. He just he freaked the fuck out. It's like, I guess it's like that scene from fucking Ace Ventura where they're making fun of the fucking crying game, where you got Ace Ventura in the closet, in the shower, and he's in fetal form and he's crying and chewing gum and shit. So Tiff says, Dave, none taken, LOL. Oh, offense-wise, yeah. But, yeah, I just thought that I should remind you of that, because this is why he's now so fucking hard up on Tiff. Tiff is going down first. That's what he said in the first clip. Tiff's going to be the first one to go down. So he really got fucking triggered at that. So he doesn't even know which way is up. Yep. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Tiff is Trevor, and Trevor is Triff. Triff, oh my God. You can see that happening or something. But, yeah. And then when she came out and said, no, I just got you, I just tricked you and stuff, he got even triggered more. He got so mad when she said, no, you just fell for it. Well, I don't believe you, man. I don't believe you. Well, who do you believe? Like, I mean, the funny thing is, like, you're telling me that I didn't trust her because I didn't know her, but now you don't believe her and you had way more conversations with her, huh? This guy's so pathetic. Let's continue.
Everybody, she was intersex. The one that when I said to Dave Rose, you want some nudes? Even though I didn't have them.
And that is a lie.
And where's the proof that I have them? Nowhere. Don't have them.
Here's the thing, though. I've blocked you and you've deleted messages, but guess what? And also you've deleted your videos, and that was on a video. But thing is, though, I am more than willing to either testify in court or sign an affidavit, which is essentially the same thing. What normal prosecutors would do would be investigate my character. And by doing so, they'd be able to determine whether or not I have any validity and I can be trusted. Because if I lie on the stand or I lie in an affidavit, that's called perjury and I will go to jail. So, Scante, my word against yours. And we all know Mr. Consistent compared to the soft liar fake that you are. So I think that alone. And plus there's also fucking track records. You have a track record of lying for years. I, on the other hand, tell the truth, get shit on, and sometimes years later, the screenshots or even the fucking evidence comes straight out, and I get vindicated. And I don't need to be fucking doing videos every day about that. Like what happened with Joe and Jesse. That information came out 2 years later and bam. Well, about a year later. But bam, I was proven correct. Let's continue.
Just put herself on web camera like she did with Simo. There is no nudes. Even though she told all you guys in the chat, you want some nudes from me? Go ask Scott. Scott don't got the nudes.
Then why did you say that? If you're going to be lying so often, Scott, you do have to understand that it's going to affect your fucking record. It's going to affect people's believability of you.
Scott's just censored by he, she.
Actually, you're not censored. You're literally uploading a video to your own fucking channel. In fact, you've got two. Can you tell me again where that censorship is coming from, asshole? Because you're not stopped from uploading videos, so your voice isn't silenced. Now, if you go into other people's chats and start shit, like I reiterated multiple times in the past, that's their channel. They can choose whatever the fuck they want to do with it. After all, YouTube is a private company. So they get to choose who's in their chat. And if they don't want you in there, you're not in there. Nothing stopping you from uploading your videos. Now, again, I said you shouldn't have been striked to prevent you from going live. But in fact, you're not actually censored.
Ooh, man. Can I not wait for Justice Day? Not Judgment Day. Justice Day. Because it's coming.
Is it so? Is it really now? And what's going to happen on Justice Day? The cops come to you and cuff you? Because all your baseless threats are as soft as you are. They're empty and they're nothing.
Oh, you better believe it's coming. And I can't fucking wait. I can't fucking wait personally.
Well, that's kind of funny because until the actual tribunal was announced, you were staying quite quiet, weren't you? And, you know, you weren't really trying to sound tough then. You know, now that you know the date, you're like, oh, I can't wait. Really? No, you're scared shitless. We all know it. There's that little laugh again. Douchebag, you're only doing that. That's like again, it's an actual tick of those that are actually nervous and weak mentally. So they do a little laugh to sort of pat them on the head saying, I'm in control here. I'm in control.
A lot of things that I got to say. A lot of things up.
And nothing's stopping you. You can post all that evidence that you supposedly have. Nothing's stopping you.
I want to say.
Again, just go proving what I had said from the get-go, is that this guy has nothing to go on. So because he's so weak, stupid, and worthless, he has to wait for someone to actually present information because he can't actually present what he has because he has nothing. So once somebody does something, only then can he actually reproach it and say, "Oh, this is wrong. I did take it out of context," like he said about the blocking of Tony. And then that came out. I was like, "Well, I did block Tony," so he came out. So you're a lie, stupid.
But none of it's gonna matter.
To us, because we're not the ones issuing death threats. You are.
None of you are gonna listen.
I don't listen to someone who's mentally ill and has no knowledge of the law.
So all I'll say is this. Prosper to the people.
What was he saying the other day in that video? Something about gangsta. I don't know. It was like, I was laughing about it in the chat. It was something about like that he was gangster, just so dumb. All right. Let's see here. Why did this not go to the next one? I don't know. So let's tell this to go fuck around. And this one is called Nudes, Joe, and Tiff.
What's up? Look at that. Goddamn, can't even light my cigarette, man. Can't even light my cigarette now. Not only am I banned everywhere, I can't even light my fucking cigarette, man. Let me just go ahead and light that cigarette. Wasn't too long ago, Miss Tiffany Rodriguez was claiming in chats she hated Joe Cronin. She's going to all these channels.
Wait, man. You just doxed her, man. You just said her name. You said her name, man. Well, I can say it myself, man. Nobody else can actually name somebody's full name, man. But I can't wait till I know Dave Rose's real name, man. You're a fucking hypocrite faggot fuck.
That were bashing Joe, like Nicki Nines and such. And she was stating that Joe Cronin and her shared nudes, trying to infiltrate and break up Joe and Leah's marriage. Ashley claimed that she could prove that Joe Cronin sent her nudes, sent his cock to her on an email. Are we gonna see that proof, or is that all gone now because you and Joe are all cool and friends now, Tiff? So we're gonna pretend that doesn't exist anymore for Leah's sake, right? Oh shit! You thought everybody forgot?
Shut the fuck up. Ken, by the way, says in the chat, he sucks his teeth like 20 times in this video. It's so sickening. Yeah, but you got to remember, he can commit no wrong. Oh, sucking my teeth? Nah. That's you guys are just hearing things.
Oh, Scotty Boy didn't forget? No, Scotty Boy don't forget nothing. You tried to infiltrate and break up Leah and Joe's marriage. You claimed that you have nudes and you and Joe share them together. Why don't we talk about that, Tiffany? How about we talk about that?
Remind me how that has anything to do with you actually committing the crime that you did in regards to sharing nudes and such.
So, I think it's very...
Why is this not... Okay, well, this is being stupid, so I'm going to have to force this here. This is called Noted, More to Come.
So, I think it's very clear, very evident that you guys got your wish. I am actually homeless now. I lost my job. Somebody in this community reported my shit, my YouTube stuff to my job. I got fired. And yeah, I live literally in an alley.
Really? Well, let's take a look at the evidence that I've accrued very quickly, though. Now, this image that I'm going to show right now is from a video that he released about a month ago called Nachos and Super Bowl. Now, if we observe here, he is obviously on the he's on the ground floor of his friend's house. Obviously, we know that he lives with his friend and his mother, obviously. And if we observe, let us take a look at the color of the walls. There's two different colors here, okay? You have a more beige, light beige, not really eggshell, but yeah, light beige color. You can see it also on the door, okay? Now the trim of the door is a much darker brown. I mean, it's a lacquer, so it's not, I mean, it looks like dark oak, but it's not, obviously. But look at the color of the trim, okay? Look at the color of the trim along the floor, the floorboards and such, door color, so forth, okay? Now, from that same video, we have this image. This is the living room. So this was to Scott's right shoulder. Through a little hallway. You can see again, this is the same. Okay, we have the color of the wall. We have the trim around the windows. Okay, and now let's take a look at his video from yesterday, Relentlessly. That's one of them. What do we have here? We have a wall that's colored identical, and we have trim that's also identical to the previous photos that we've seen. Now, let's take a look at another image of him sitting in this room, this alley, against the against the laundry machine, the washing machine. Again, same beige color for the walls. In this video, if you actually take a look in the several videos, you can see the floor as well. Okay? So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is yet another fucking lie. So, obviously, he's not homeless. He's still residing in the same place he was before. There's the evidence. Okay? Now, let's take a look at what Ken is saying in the chat here. He told us 3 weeks ago that his job knows what he does online, that was a lie too, or is this a lie? He also goes, then he tells people his job let him go because of medication. Now it's somebody called his job. Always lies after lie. Exactly. Tiff says, Ryan, he's not fired. He's most likely on his days off schedule. Very, very likely. Very likely, because they'll go 11 on, 5 off, and something like that. But, yeah, basically, he's not homeless. We've already just proven that. So, Skunt, you have now been proven as a liar. And this doesn't look very good for you. It doesn't look very good for you at all. So, is this yet another attempt to say you were playing a character? Or do you think that people are really as stupid as you are and are going to fall for this? Because all those images I just showed undeniably prove that you are still residing in the same location. We also know that your room is in the basement, and your room is essentially next to the laundry room. Now, from the images that I have captured and, the videos that you've put up, I could probably rebuild or at least replicate most of the house, at least the first floor and the basement, from the pictures you've showed. That comes with skills of photo analysis. So yeah, I mean, this is, I believe this is to the right of Scott's room. So when you see Scott lying on the bed, behind him there's the door, and behind that there's another door. I think that goes to the washroom. Well, if you just go to the right, that's where the laundry room is. But yeah, these simple things of identifying surroundings just based on photos, I find it very, very easy, Skunt. And in fact, I already told you, I did initially plan, or at least one of my ideas was to go into some either military intelligence or, work for some sort of, spy agency, if you want to call them that. But not like James Bond going out. I would have to do info analysis. But regardless, Let's see here. Okay, so we've discussed how Scott is a liar and that, excuse me, and that he's a really bad liar at that. You might try to make it a joke or something, but if you want to be taken seriously, you can't be throwing jokes in between and making it so ambiguous that no one can tell. And yes, Tiff, that is the face of a broken man. Well, thing. I'm not sure if man could even define him. It's an insult to actual men. I don't know. I don't know who would play me in a movie. I'd have to think about that. I don't know. Joaquin Phoenix, maybe? No, he's too old. Okay, don't get me distracted on these things. Let's go back to this clip here.
Garbage bags, washers. This is where I live now. I'm actually homeless. So
got to go on that sympathy tour. You lie to your heart's content so that people will actually feel pity for you and tell you, no, Scott, you don't have to be held accountable for your actions. There.
you guys got what you want. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine, man. It's what you guys wanted. It's what you wanted. It's what you got. But with great responsibility comes great repercussions. I don't even know what I'm saying.
You don't.
But I guess basically what I'm saying is I'm gonna go full fold on all of you now.
What was stopping you before, stupid? You knew what was coming. Was this just more bluster? More fakeness from Mr. Softy?
Tiffany Rodriguez, you're a woman.
Listen to how powerful he thinks he is. Oh, I can say somebody's real name, but how dare you say my dead grandmother's name? And, it wasn't Dave Rose that did it, but I'm going to blame Dave Rose that he did that.
You're one ugly bitch. Tiffany Rodriguez, you're one ugly bitch.
Is that why you freaked out after she said that she was tranny and you realized that you jacked it to someone who convinced you she was a tranny? Is that why you say that?
You're one ugly bitch, man. And Fatmouth Morrison, scared to go live on a Wednesday night. A lot of things I'm going to be talking about here in the next couple of posts. So the reality is I'm homeless in the streets now, and
by the way, this is the next clip. This is not a repeat.
it's kind of what you guys wanted. So
no, we want it to be left alone, dummy. We have ample evidence. We have ample videos, ample sound clips, voicemails, and ample screenshots that undeniably show that the vast majority of people have asked you to leave them alone.
congratulations on that one.
Congratulations on, giving me something to lie about and, try to get some sympathy on.
I feel good out here. I feel like a Ninja Turtle. I feel like I can get my pizzas delivered.
By the way, he's wearing a basically sleeveless shirt in what would probably be negative 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. You Americans have to do the conversion. And he's supposedly living in an alley.
By Leonardo and maybe April and Casey Jones, like down in the sewer. I think we're still fighting for the righteous cause. Cowabunga, dude. So it is what it is. I hang out, by garbage cans and garbage bags and old washers and dryers and maybe a hustle and bustle. You guys want to watch here? Put it on Kijiji tomorrow. Damn, there's a lot I want to say.
He was trying to do a fake cry there.
There really is a lot I want to say.
Then say it, dummy. You could also show that evidence that you claim to have.
About so
There it is with that fucking teeth sucking again.
many of you that think you're all so righteous and you're all in the just cause, waiting for somebody to fail.
We didn't need to wait for you to fail. You failed from the get-go.
Cowabunga, dude. Remember, guys.
Okay, now this clip is called Dave Rose, I'm more relentless. Hold on, what did he say? More relentless than you.
Remember, guys, when Dave Rose told you the tribunal's coming up, he's gonna flex his muscle
So did Nikki.
and show you how powerful he is. He already did it tonight. He literally contacted Tellus.
So now he's absolutely lying. This is absolute slander, and this is absolutely false.
As an internet tech, he used to work for Bell Alliance in Ontario. He worked as an internet tech for all these platforms.
That's also absolutely false. This guy's an idiot, and he's just basically lying,
He's
which is criminal, by the way, scunt.
contacted Tellus somehow and got my internet taken down. My Tellus that I pay for is down right now, and I can't get a hold of them because they're off hours right now.
Now, just a reminder, people, he's making this video inside the house of his friend, okay? That is the house that, while he's resided there, he's been using the house internet via Wi-Fi, okay? So, due to that, if he was homeless, he wouldn't have internet, okay? And we know in the past when he has, been living at other places, he's used their wireless as well. So, obviously, if you're homeless, you wouldn't have internet. But if you're not homeless and you're saying your internet's been cut or it's been disconnected, whatever, Dave Rose something, well, then really you aren't homeless now, are you? You're lying again and you've been caught.
Dave Rose did that. 100% Dave Rose did that.
Now that is called slander. And I would suggest you take this video down, despite the fact that I do have your proof here. Why? Because that's not going to be very good in a civil case. If you're making this statement publicly, you better back it up. And I'm telling you this. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. Because what you've just done is extremely illegal. It's called slander, dummy. And it can lead to some serious repercussions, okay? So I'm telling you right now, you're taking this video down. If this is not down in 5 days, okay? So I'm going to calculate this right now for you. 5 days, not business days, 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this video is not down by Tuesday the 23rd of March, 2021, I can assure you there's going to be some serious legal repercussions for you. I promise you that.
That's what Dave Rhodes is doing. That is a fact. That is a fact. And I can prove it.
Well, then you better prove it immediately, because if this video is not down in 5 days, expect big legal problems.
And I will prove it.
What are you fucking waiting for?
Dave Rose. My friend. Are you ever using and utilizing your internet tech intelligence to the lowest of the lowest level? You're going to destroy yourself. You're not destroying me. Brother, you will destroy yourself. Mark my words.
No, your words are worth nothing, just like you. Your words are worth nothing. Let's listen to the end of that.
Look, her to learn, do whatever, but I'm finding
Oh, that's the wrong one.
You're not destroying me.
No, see, the thing is, you're already self-destructive. I don't have to do shit. You're doing a great job on your own, especially with the fucking drinking. Okay? But you really have no fucking clue. No fucking clue.
Brother, you will destroy yourself. Mark my words.
Mark my words, asshole. I know what I'm talking about. This is something that I do consider serious. This is slander. Z the Reaper also raises a good point, defamation of character. And yes, this is a serious repercussion. Now, I'm telling you, in 5 days, this video goes down, or you're going to have some serious problems. It's as simple as that. It's as simple. I'm giving you 5 days. That's more than ample time. Okay? And I know you're watching. I know you're going to hear, and all your little fucking rats are going to fucking go to the Rat King, and they're going to want to fucking, tell you these sorts of things. But fact is, there's going to be some serious repercussions here. And in fact, you're going to have to be very, very fucking careful, because these sorts of things can get you fired. Okay? If for example, you can't attend work because you're in civil court and your company finds out about that, yeah, they're not going to look too highly on you. You're also not fired, so stop with this bullshit. Okay, now I'm being extremely serious. Just like with your threats to try to find out my father's address, yeah, you're going to face some serious repercussions. And don't think for a second that I'm going to relent on this. Neither is Nick. But there's the tribunal. There's my personal mission to get both American and Canadian law enforcement and politicians and mental health experts to address your endangering of the public and wasting of public taxpayer money. But then there are your fucking threats to try to find out my name and address and my father's name and address, okay? That's criminal. And now we have a civil case. Now we have something that will destroy you, okay? Because you're choosing to do this yourself. You've literally slandered me. You got no proof. You could have showed it at that point, okay? But you're saying this as if it was true, and you're essentially insinuating that I committed a criminal act. That is criminal, douchebag. Okay? So it's not just the civil case. You're basically indicating that I've done something criminal, which in turn is a criminal act. So it seems to be, well, it doesn't seem to be, it's evident. You are clueless about the law. And you've really fucked yourself over with this one. So, you have 5 days, asshole. 5 days. Now, I just wanted to bring to your attention here, people, that Skunty, obviously being a fucking idiot, essentially republished the clips that I just played on, and that was from the Sonic Boom channel, on the Hypersonic channel. The only difference really is that they've the titles have been slightly changed. Now this one I don't believe I played, so I'm going to play this one here, but let me just go through the titles. The first one, which I'll play now, is Tribunal Statements. Then is Fair is Fair, Good Luck, which is the same, it's all twice on this channel. It's called This Is Only the Beginning, but this is the one that I mentioned earlier, which was... Come on, bear with me here. Dear Tiff and Ford and Others, TikTok. So, same video, 2 minutes, 12 seconds, named 3 different times on 2 different channels. What else? Dear Community, Prosper to the People. This is I Will Find Everyone. No, is that? No. I Will Find Everyone. Well, that's different. Yeah, maybe I didn't play this. Let's check it out. Actually, no, let's do tribunal statements first, and then this one. Slightly different on each channel.
So I guess now we're at...
This is why. Yes. Okay, hold on, peeps. I knew I'd seen this, but for some reason, I guess I didn't download it. Bear with me here, people. This is something that you will enjoy very much. Just un peu de patience, s'il vous plaît. Parce que c'est très bon. Oh, c'est très bon. J'aime ça. J'aime ça beaucoup. Alors, Donnez-moi 30 secondes. Je suis prête après ça. Je m'excuse pour parler le français, mais c'est important que je peux pratiquer un peu. Alors, où est les photos? So many files. Jeez Louise. Oh, is it that? No. Jeez, sorry guys. Let me try this again. Ay, 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 no me gusta. Okay, so. Fucking shit, let's go. Save it. Where did I save this? Ah, that's why. Something to be said about being prepared, isn't there? Just so many files. That's the problem. All right. All right. Fucking. There we go. Finally. God damn it. All right. Let's take a look at this while we play this clip. Notice the floor. Notice the trim. Notice the doors.
At the point where we actually have people that are documented, going to be part of a tribunal,
You guys
a legal
wanna
case on me, that have now threatened me.
Let's start this again. I fucked up a little bit.
So I guess now we're at the point where we actually have people that are documented, going to be part of a tribunal, a legal case on me, that have now threatened me with cartels. So now I have multiple people that are going to try to do an online tribunal against me. Multiple people. Multiple. Not just him. Multiple people. And
What does that have anything to do with it?
multiple threats.
You like the word multiple, don't you? Probably because you like multiple big black bucks lining up to run a train on you, right?
All of them with multiple threats, bullying and harassment, trying to do...
No. Not bullying and harassment. Not bullying and harassment. You have no idea what the law is, do you, asshole? Not bullying and harassment.
a legal tribunal on me online.
Illegal tribunal? Can you please cite your knowledge of the law to explain what part of it is going to be illegal?
I know. How do you guys think this is really going to pan out?
With you going to jail, kicking and screaming, telling everyone that you're real and everyone else is fake.
I want you to really sit down and assess yourselves.
I'm not stupid like you, so I don't need to.
And ask yourselves the question. How do you really believe that this is going to go?
Just like I said, you're going to jail, dummy.
Seriously.
Is this yet again another one of these fucking tactics that somehow worked with the dim-witted people that live in your fucking community back home in the East? Or is this something that worked in elementary school to try to bully kids around? Like, how do you think this is going to end? Like, you're some sort of authority? What you're trying to do is gaslight people, dummy. That's what you're trying to do. It doesn't work on intelligent people, but that's what you're trying to do.
Seriously, ask yourselves.
I want to listen to that again.
So I guess now we're at the point where we actually have people that are documented, going to be part of a tribunal, a legal case on me, that have now threatened me with cartels.
Threatened you with cartels. You can't just group everybody together. I know you do that with the blacks, and you are specifically referring to one of the real blacks, unlike what you said, and that is Real Talk Metaphor Messiah. So, because you don't seem, well, you get triggered by words, simple fucking words, okay? You don't know the context, you don't care. So simple fucking words trigger you, and now you with your delusions, with your psychopathic tendencies, you somehow construe that into, that's a threat from the Vegas cartel. But douchebag, you walked through fucking Compton with impunity. They were going to change the band name, well, the group name, to D13 because of you. And now this supposed fake black is making you scared because he used the word cartel?
So now I have multiple people that are going to try to do an online tribunal against me. Multiple people. Multiple. Not just him. Multiple people and multiple threats. All of them.
By the way, I mean, if these are the alleys that exist in Alberta, dude, why fucking pay rent when you could be homeless in Alberta, man? Because, I mean, look at that. There's carpet in the alley. There's pot lighting, it looks like. I mean, it looks like drywall there, too. There's doors. I mean, that looks like a very fancy alley. I mean, the Ninja Turtles really must have, I don't know, gotten some funding, or maybe they took over April O'Neil's, funds or something. But that looks like a very classy alley.
With multiple threats, bullying, and harassment, trying to do a legal tribunal on me online now. How do you guys think this is really going to pan out? I want you to really sit down and assess yourselves and ask yourselves the question, how do you really believe that this is going to go? Seriously ask yourselves.
Gotta ask yourselves. Gotta ask yourself, man. All right, that was called Tribunal Statements. This is called I Will Find Everyone.
Really know how crazy. You guys want to really know how crazy it fucking is? How crazy some of these people are?
So yeah, he's gonna again think that it's me and shit
from these other countries that have been doxing, hacking, and doing all this shit to all of our families and all of us. You wanna know how crazy it is? They literally have access to my computer. They are DDoSing me. They are sending packets to my computer. I can't even log in to my computer. Don't even know my password anymore. Oh, I'm sure that's just because I forget my password, man.
Or you're just lying. But back to examining this here. So the difference is here. So, that's why it looked somewhat different. So I will find everyone is, I will find all of you relentlessly. Then there is, dear community, prosper to the people. That is prosper to the people on the other channel. Then there's, this was on the Sonic Boom channel where he said, where was it? Nudes, Joe and Tiff. And on the other channel, it's labeled, Let's Break Up Joe and Leah Tiffany. And then the last one that I played where Dave Rose, I'm more relentless than you. You mean psychotic, but that's the title of this one on Sonic Boom. On Hypersonic, it's called Rose Power is Illegal. He Needs to Be Humbled. Rose power is illegal. Rose power. Dun 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 dun. Rose power. Oh, scanty. So stupid, scanty. And what do you hope to accomplish with this there, Scunty? Oh, he also published a video of Marvin Watt just freaking him out by just saying this.
Marvin's ready to play. Scott, what you doing? So I can fuck you up. Marvin's ready to play. Fuck off and die.
Yes. Well, see, the thing is, though, Marvin doesn't play by fucking Scott's game. And Scott can't do anything about him. And that's why he's so fucking pissed off at that. Like, Scott thinks he's got some sort of ability to defend himself in Canada against me and Nick. Well, maybe a little bit more than he would with Marvin, but still it's nothing, especially A, with his track record, B, with the fact that, he's psychotic, and we can prove that. So, they're going to give him more attention here in Canada and still classify him as retarded. But his lack of knowledge of the law entirely prevents him from, doing anything to stop Marvin from making his videos and shit. And fucking just freaking him the fuck out and stuff. And he hates Marvin. He fucking despises him. And, he can't do anything about these videos, which is hilarious. So he posts them on. He's like, that's a threat, man. That's a threat, man. And all it is Marvin just wiping his ass with Scott. And Scott just freaking the fuck out, just like he always does. Just like all these fucking weaklings that freak out when somebody says something that they can't control the narrative on. Joe Cronin. So that's the reason why Scante is acting the way he is. And I do hope that you all appreciate my little photo analysis in regards to proving not only that Skunt is a liar, but that he's not homeless and that he's literally residing at the exact same place he has for the last year and a half or so. I can't remember when he moved out, but that was during the last major floods in Fort McMurray, which were fucking terrible. And, fuck Notley for fucking that up. That was the premier bitch that got removed. She should have been fucking jailed. But that's neither here nor there. Let me catch up here with some people who are messaging me privately. I read that. Yeah, okay. Shout out to the Nine Gods, Nicky Nines himself in the chat. He's hiding out in the laundry room, Nicky. He just, he's got himself barricaded there. But, I wanted to bring that to your attention. Also, I'm also advising everyone that our Skype lines are now open. So if you'd like to call in and give your point of view or input on the matter, feel free to do so. I'm going to catch up with the chat now here. Shout out to all the 53 fake viewers that are currently with us right now. 16 thumbs up and 4 thumbs down. And actually, there is a clip that I do want to play. Let me just open up me folders here. Oh, actually, I wanted to talk about that, actually. Tiff, can you remind me which video it was that you traded the barbs with him? I'm just looking in the chat here for fucking for the comments on Scott's videos just to try to find where he had that spat with Tiff. And this one I'm looking at on Sonic Boom, Dave Rose, I'm more relentless than you. Again, he's always pissed off at me, That Mark Skunty got proven wrong in elementary school, can never let it go. So one person in his comments called, "You have hobo juice in your beard." And if you were watching the video, you would have noticed there was some sort of jizz or something on the fucking on his beard. And their statement is "nice pad," obviously referring to his flat or his apartment, whatever you want to call it. And then there's Sasquatch the Godfather, who says, "Ha ha ha, you can't go live and all of us can." So there you got some trolls that are fucking clearly having fun at his expense. And I was fucking fast asleep whenever these fuckers came up, so I don't even know, all that stuff. But, everyone let me know about that today, and I had a lot of joy reviewing these clips and preparing for Power Trip episode 13. Let me quickly go back to the chat. I'm sure that I got a response here. Oh, hello to Cora. We've got Vanna L. She says, "Sad thing was hubby and I were out and debut, but had a great laugh at Scott's expense when he posted." Good stuff. Tiff is now confirmed. It's "I will find you all," or "I will find all of you relentlessly," which I believe is in his Hypersonic channel. So let me just quickly... Nope, it's actually Sonic Boom. And that was the first one, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
You guys want...
So, let me read this out. So, Tiffany, there's 18 comments on this video. Tiffany starts off, excuse me, by posting 3 emojis of eggplants. And he responds, and these will go in the order that they're posted. Feel free to, actually, hold on a second. Feel free to follow along. I'll put the link in the chat for you if you want to view the actual statements. But we have Tiff. She puts the eggplants there, and he says, "You are oh so done." His next comment is, "Press charges, yet I got proof of you trying to frame people and steal their identity." By the way, if that's a false statement, dude, that's a major crime. To steal their identity, they really don't come much dumber than you, admitted intersex victim. Huh? Then his next comment is, "You will actually be in handcuffs before me." No. Not at all, you stupid fuck. I've never heard Tiff do a prank call to the FBI, but I've heard you do it several times. So, who's going to be in cuffs? Well, actually, who knows? Maybe she likes it kinky, because you're not getting any fucking action. But, it seems to be that she can do what she needs to do. And, hey, maybe she does like the cuffs. I don't know. But if we're talking about actual prison time, that's you, bud. That's you. Then he goes on to say, "Hope it was worth it." And then Tiffany says, "Kind of getting a little winded there, eh?" And then he responds with, "You'll see." And then her response is brilliant here, which probably really triggered him, is, "Just watch once again. You're just going to privatize these videos because you're scared and full of hot air." Also soft. And then he replies with the same thing. "You'll see." Then he replies with, "Why is Ken not live, Tiff? We will see who's scared." Fucking idiot. Hey, buddy, I know that you don't have a family, but, Ken who does, and also celebrates with his family and does all these dinners and stuff. Yeah, he's got more important things to do than stream. Okay? So, no, he's not scared. Then he goes on and says, "I have proof of you and Nikki striking everyone. Me and Simo and Joe, you'll see." Well, if you've got the proof, then it is incumbent on you to present it to the authorities ASAP. If not, you're also guilty of a crime. But if you're witness to this crime and you've got to present this information. So Tiff says, in response, "I give it a few hours and these videos will magically disappear because you're going to panic as usual and go back into hiding. Your empty threats mean nothing, and these videos don't help your case either." And then he says, "I don't know if it's the intersex stuff, but you hate your life." He meant life. "It's obvious, and you try to lie, deceive your way into others. You will face repercussions. You are not of God," says this fucking literal fucking demon. Semen demon. And others. But, yeah, like this guy, he's like, "You are not of God." Who the fuck are you to fucking say that? You have never shown any sort of act that makes you anything close to being a child of God. And then, what do we have here? We have the next comment, which is, then he says, "You are toast." Okay, that could be considered a threat. She replies with, "Go ahead and keep threatening me." So she saw it exactly for what it was, and she gives the okay sign. Then he's like, "If you were not guilty, you would not be awake this late, spending this much energy on me. You and I both know you are guilty, so stop now and your own lies and start believing in God again." What the fuck? Are you fucking stupid? Also, when you live, I think she's in Pacific time, or at least Central or something, so there's, time difference. Also, you've got your own hometown people who troll you, and it's like 5 a.m. for them while it's still like 2 or 1 for you. Okay, there's a big difference between Central. I think Central is where he is, I believe. Yeah, and Newfoundland time, which is actually 30 minutes, I believe, before or ahead of Eastern. They got a weird time. Newfoundland, Labrador, and fucking Nova Scotia and the East Coast places. So, yeah, very possible that she was awake at that time and could easily write that stuff. But I don't think guilt has anything to do with somebody actually. I mean, shit, the other day I literally woke up at 3 in the morning for no fucking reason that I know of. And then, stayed up a couple hours, smoked a couple of joints, and, got tired again and was able to go to sleep. But during that time, I was fucking on the internet reading things that would try to tire me out. It's no problem there. And let's continue. Then he goes on with, don't you recall, Rose, your new toy saying you never trust you? Or do we all have our memories eliminated here by the very MIB or FBI I like to contact? Get the fuck out of here. And that was the little commentary between the two. And it's funny because it just goes to prove that, yes, he does get triggered by the simplest things. And he can't stand it. He can't stand that he has no control over anything. So, because of that, this is why he's coming out with these fucking threats, and he's trying to lie and go on this sympathy tour, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. Let's listen to one of my favorite clips, and I'm sure it's one of your favorite clips too.
Oh, shit. All right, well, we got Scott McKinnon on the line.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Scott?
Hi, Scott.
What's up, man? I only got a couple minutes here, but what needs to be done here, man? I mean, come on. None of us want this to be this serious and affect each other's lives.
You wanted it because... Hold on a second before we continue. Karen McDonald. Again, you people are liars. You've been proven liars. I never said never trust Tiffany, you stupid fucks. Your lies have been exposed, you worthless piece of shit. I said I don't trust Tiffany. Where did that come from? From a simple human trait, noticeable for thousands of years, where trust only comes from familiarity with something. So if somebody is unfamiliar with the situation, with the person, well, thousands of years of evolution have essentially pointed us towards being cautious and not trusting something that we don't fully understand until we do. Does that not sound logical to you? Of course not. You're a fucking high school dropout idiot. Let's go back to the chat. Before I continue to play the clip. Then we got another fake account, Johnny McDonald. Do you have memory problems, Dave Rose? Do you know how many threats you've made on people in the community? Tell me the ways. How about, Scunty? Why don't you tell me? Oh, by the way, you can't, because I've never made death threats, dummy. I've never made death threats. No, but this is Skunt. This is Skunt who gets triggered by the name of a fucking computer. This is Skunt who fucking gets so hurt when somebody makes him doubt his own reality. So soft, you faggot. So soft. And you're the one with memory problems. Remember the whole I didn't block Tony? And then you got proven to actually have blocked Tony. And then when you got confronted, you couldn't even fucking string together a fucking sentence. And then you're just stumbling over your excuses. Well, kind of this and that. You're a fucking idiot and a douchebag. And you've been revealed for the soft, little fake that you are. You slandered
No,
me.
man. I don't want that, Dave. You know that. Come on.
No, but you keep talking. You say you're not. You're done. He keeps saying he doesn't want it, but then when he's confronted with stuff like you're going to regret it, and then when confronted, oh, I don't want it, you're going to get it. Talking drama, and then you make more and more videos. You're mad clearly because Bex came to me, and guess what? Like, I'm always getting pursued. I'm sure it makes you jealous there, bud. That's your problem if you got a problem with that.
Yeah, well,
but you committed all these crimes, and you're going to be held accountable for it. So what is it that you think that you can do to better this situation? Are you going to actually stop talking about this? Really?
Yeah.
Like, are you capable of doing that?
No, I swear to God, man. I don't want any of this shit, man. It's stressful, and everybody got inside.
It's stressful.
It's stressful.
Then why do you continue to expose yourself to a stressful situation for 4 fucking years if you know that you can't win? Because you gotta have the last word, man. How dare you? I'm the realest of all. This is a hill I'm gonna die on. No, it's a hill that you're gonna be literally rolled onto your stomach on, handcuffed, and then rolled back up. Because, yeah, you are gonna roll over. And then you're gonna be put into the back of a police cruiser and take it for processing.
Like Myra said earlier, we need to have fun again, and I agree. The only reason I was doing what I was doing,
This piece of shit fucking was the one that drove Mars away.
The only reason is because for weeks you kept saying it, Dave, like over and over again, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? Like,
what am I supposed to do? Act like an adult? No.
Am I supposed to not respond?
Yeah, that's what an adult does. I keep reminding you, faggots, be like Dave Rose. We know that you don't like actually having to grow up and be a man, but yeah, if you be like Dave Rose, you live, you move on with your life. And you don't give a fuck. You can go away for a fucking year and let people talk shit about you and not give a fuck.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
dude, when I don't respond to you, you think that's me admitting to some sort of guilt. And all the screenshots show it, buddy. Can't wait to fucking show that to the fucking mental health experts. Guilt. Okay? You keep trying to flip it around.
No, I just wanted to talk to you one-on-one. That's all.
And what if I don't want to talk to you? What do I owe you?
What's that?
What do I owe you? I don't owe you anything. Why do you think that you can start to claim all these things and then make these baseless claims and then say that you're done with drama and keep talking about it? Yeah, why?
It's just because every week I hear it from you guys too, though, and I'm like, well, I gotta fucking respond or something. Like, you know, like if you guys don't say anything, I won't say anything. I won't have a reason.
That's bullshit. That's
not bullshit.
It is bullshit. We all know it's bullshit, and it's been proven bullshit for the last 4 fucking years.
Shit, man.
Well,
like,
Scott,
what am I talking about?
If
the things I'm doing.
Can I intervene? Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I mean, we haven't said anything, man, since the last stream, dude. But you have done like 3 or 4 streams talking about us. We haven't said anything.
What do you mean? You haven't said anything?
We haven't said anything since our last stream, which was what, last week?
For the first hour or something, it was good. I even told you that I enjoyed it for the first hour, and then it got all about me again. But there's 8 or fucking 9 shows being done now, and Drama God, and fucking it's all about me, man.
And you can't shut your mouth and just not say a thing. Just say I'm the better person and move on. You can't do that.
I mean, I'm trying to do that.
Well, you're making baseless claims. You accuse me of endorsing terrorism. That's basically saying that I'm. Remember, this is the idiot who claims that he actually knows the law. So he went and he actually committed a very serious crime. Guilty of treason. That, because it's false, is a high crime, dude. I take a big issue with that. Yeah, you just can't, label someone as committing treason. Are you fucking retarded? You got an issue with what I said? Well, if you looked at the context, you'd understand the reason for it. So the fact that you're now claiming that I'm endorsing... And we got a call from my best friend, Travis TLC. Welcome.
Hello, how's it going?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm okay. Can you hear me okay?
Working well, yes.
Okay, good. Your day going all right?
It's going.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm just here at my 1,800 square foot house, enjoying my 1.7 acres. Oh, wait, what does Scott have? Does he have a room? Is that right? He's got one
Last
room.
I heard, he's living in a carpeted alley with potlucks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hopefully there's no dog puke in there, you know.
Yeah, you never know. Never know.
Well, I can be very quick. I don't want to interrupt your glorious old clip there that we all love to hear. I would just like to point out that for a guy that claims that he has anxiety medication because of YouTube accounts in a chat, he seems to make an awful lot of fake YouTube accounts. Isn't that strange?
It's weird. In fact, I think it's even bizarre.
It's bizarre. Very strange for a guy that hates YouTube accounts so much that he would go and make fake YouTube accounts. It's so strange. I don't understand why he would go and do that. It's almost like it's hypocritical.
It seems very likely. It seems very, very evident that, yes, it is hypocritical. But
wow.
Then again, I've heard that these are alt accounts, so I don't know if it still counts, especially because the rules apply differently to Skunt.
Yeah, because like when his grandmother's name is in a chat, that's doxing, according to Scott. That's what I have coined a Scott dox. So when he says someone's full name, like when he goes Fat Mouth Kenny Morrison and Tiffany Rodriguez, I guess that's not doxing. It's weird how it changes for him.
That's right. It's actually only applies to him. That rule only applies to him because he's real and everyone else is fake.
Yeah, but he's a character, Dave. So he's the realest character that we have here. So.
But we still have to mark his words because he's very serious.
Yeah, clearly, as he's walking to the liquor store to get beer, because I thought he was going to stop drinking. It's weird. I don't know what happened.
I thought he stopped drinking altogether and he'd moved to Ontario.
Yeah, but I mean, just a little while ago, he said he was going to stop drinking and he's going to see a counselor. But he clearly had a beer in his hand there, but I don't know what's up with that. I guess the no drinking, no talking about the community thing still isn't going very well.
I suspect that maybe it's his therapist who's telling him, keep drinking, keep exposing yourself to a stressful situation. They'll eventually relent because you're the one who's correct. Forget about the mental health issues. Like, you're clearly going to be okay once these people acquiesce and leave. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting yourself into those stressful situations.
Yeah, it does sound very, very logical. I know that Canada has just a fantastic health system, but do you think it costs money, perhaps, to go see a therapist or counselor?
Some things are actually free. So technically, it wouldn't cost him a thing. He'd be able to just schedule time with the counselor and, that would be easily done. So technically, there's no... Yeah. I mean, if he claims that this is true, there should be no problem to prove so. And we're not asking for him to actually show the person's name. The other day, when Blonin called him out on his lies, Scott was trying to make it sound like, why do you want me to dox my my therapist? It's like, no, just tell us their first name. Tell us, what division they work with or something. Like, there's so much that he could have done to actually prove that he was doing what he claimed he was doing, but it's clear that he's a fucking liar.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, well, since he's seeing a Christian counselor, since that makes it better.
Apparently, according to him, that is, it makes him more righteous than everyone else because he knows so much about Christianity, apparently.
Yeah, but hopefully, since they're Christian, they'll have it in their hurt to not charge him when he wants to have a little session with him. I hope that goes well for him. Poor guy.
I don't know about that. I don't really have sympathy for criminals, especially those who feel that the law doesn't apply to them and that they can do whatever they want, and that people have to just accept this criminality.
Right, and as you saw when he was trekking his way down to the liquor store, you could see the COPD taking its full effects on him as he could barely breathe.
Yep. Exactly. I'm not even sure why he was wearing his mask while walking, but okay.
Well, he's a fucking idiot, so there's that.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Keep on smoking the cigarettes and keep on drinking the alcohol. It's going to help your lungs and it's going to help your liver.
Especially in a place as cold as fucking Fort McMurray, man. That cold air wreaks havoc on your lungs. Yig in the chat says, Scott is ruining his life and is taking his frustrations out on the community while attempting to play the victim. Yeah, and rinse and repeat, because that is literally what he's been doing for the last 4 years.
Well, he has learned an awful lot from his daddy. And I think you probably know who I'm referring to.
His daddy?
His daddy, yes.
Oh,
Mr. Daniel.
that's what I thought. I was just about to say. Mr. Cronin.
Yes, he has learned an awful lot from that particular person.
Yeah, the victim plane is definitely something that Joe is an expert in. So I'm sure that that's coming from that. But Scott has always been a deceitful person. And I would say he's way more malicious and vindictive than Joe is. So this, I believe, are his natural traits, just because he might have been able to refine a few things here and there, just to figure out how to play people on YouTube. I believe that this is exactly who he was from the get-go. And you can see just by his conduct where people just don't tolerate his shit. He can't comprehend it. He can't accept this worked for me in life, in my regular life. Like I was able to get people to back off or, leave me alone or do this and that. I could bully people in real life by using these words. But these people on the internet, they're not affected by this. How dare they?
Yes, exactly. Now, I think you nailed it when you said that these little self-therapy sessions that he's posting here are just a security blanket, obviously, because once again, as I've pointed out many times, he's talking to himself. Always keep that in mind.
I believe it's a combination of both, and that's why I believe that when he's talking to himself, that's the security blanket, but it's still sort of like a Mark Skunty elementary school type move where it's just like, look at me, I'm standing strong, standing tall, like you guys can't intimidate me with telling me you're going to tell the teacher on me. I'm going to do whatever I want. So I think there's that aspect too, where it's a defiance towards others. But I do believe that you are onto something there, especially with this. This video is different from some of the other videos you're referring to, because those definitely seem exactly what you're saying. Those were him talking to himself. Absolutely.
Yeah.
These ones are more, I think, a combination of two, but we can't deny the fact that a big portion of that, if not 50%, is the talking to himself security blanket thing.
Now, more hypocrisy to point out here is that he has this thing against doxing, which of course is valid because it's a stupid, horrible thing to do. But yet he's going around saying things like, I'm going